Tap in. This ain't even gonna be long because I'm really, really in my motherfucking feelings right now. Like, I'm really feeling some type of way. Like, on God, I'm feeling some type of way. So tap in, man. Tap in, tap in. Tap in. I don't know if when you go live in a group, if it sends out a notification or what. But tap in. I'm trying to have a conversation with my community. We post for y'all all day. We all in here. We with the shits. It is a very, very safe environment for y'all all to be in. And right now, I'm in my feelings and I want to start a discussion. No, I am not drunk. I am actually pretty damn sober right now. That's why we about to change that. Man, like, I'm so sick of this shit. So tap in. Tap in. Let's have a little conversation. Let's have a talk about my theory. Y'all about to get an exclusive episode of the Nothing Podcast. Without no blowhorns, without no bombs, without no music. You just about to get some theories. You about to get some hot takes. Because I'm literally over here making beats. I was doing all of that. And my phone keeps on going off, and for some reason I keep on forgetting to turn my phone off when I'm creating, because when I'm creating and my phone goes off, it is annoying. So when I pick my phone up to turn my phone off, I got a notification from like every damn page I follow. I'm looking, I'm like, what? Hell no. Ain't no way in hell it's another dead legend. No way. No way. After Kobe Bryant, they started saying it was COVID. Let's just keep it a beam. After Kobe Bryant, they started saying it was COVID. Every legend, person that you respect, whether they are an actor, actress, movie star, whatever they are, they died between the end of 2019 and now. And a lot of people probably like, yo, Shock G wasn't even that da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whether you want to give Shock G his credit for being a producer, a A&R, a rapper, a writer, whether you want to give him credit for any of that, you got to give him credit for discovering Tupac. You got to give him credit for bringing the world Tupac. See, listen, I am not a Tupac fan by any stretch of the imagination, and I've talked about this in length before. If you do not know why I am not particularly a Tupac fan, I'm going to say this. When I was younger, I was a Tupac head. What up, Amber? Yo, that shit's fucked up. When I was younger, I was a Tupac fan. I bought all of his poetry. I had Tupac pictures on my wall, just like I had Mace pictures and all that other shit on my wall. I used to enjoy Tupac. My favorite piece of Tupac literature is actually The Rose That Grew from the Cement. It's a book of poetry. I know my Tupac shit. This is why when I disrespect Tupac the way I do, is because I actually know him, his catalog, about him as a person. The older I got, and when I got deeper into the East Coast, West Coast beef, and I realized that there was no issues between Pac and Big for real. And it was just the media blowing everything up. And then I had come to learn that Tupac knew, it was unbeknownst to Biggie, that this shit was contrived and set up and he was being sacrificed. But Tupac was well aware of the issues between Puff and Suge and allowed the East Coast West Coast beef to continue. At this time, I'm veering off of Busta Rhymes being my favorite rapper, and I'm starting to really get into Biggie because I'm already a crazy Bad Boy fan. Puff, Mace, all of that shit, I love it. I love all of it. But I'm also a rapper at this time. I'm getting my Young F Dub shit off. I'm rapping a lot, and as a lyricist, I'm like, Biggie got bars, he got style, cadence, all of that shit. So I started really being a big Biggie fan, and Ready to Die is a part of the soundtrack of my life. I done got ass beatings over the Life After Death album. I got a whole story where I could tell you my mom literally physically whooped my ass for listening to Another with Biggie and Lil' Kim. So when I find out my favorite rapper at this time, I think I'm what? 12, 13, young, impressionable as fuck. Maybe even younger. I might even be 11, 12, around that era. And Busta Rhymes is still very much so my favorite rapper. If you follow me, if you listen to me, you know. Busta Rhymes is why I love hip hop. Busta Rhymes is why I have locks. Busta Rhymes is responsible for a lot of things that I could say is me. How I'm animated, how I do all of the wild shit I do. I got all of that shit from Busta Rhymes. Fun fact. My personality, all of that shit is built on Busta Rhymes, The Coming album. Woo-ha, Got You All in Check. That's all it is. That's me. So put yourself in the frame of mind. You're like 12 some years old, and I used to fall asleep to the radio. Because when I was growing up, at night, the DJs used to curse. They used to play the music with the curses. They used to get their scratching on. And I used to get money for dubbing tapes. I was making like $3 to $5 back in the day dubbing tapes until I upgraded to CDs. So I would record Red Alert, Flex, Ron G. I would record all of the DJs. I woke up one morning. It was like, I'm never going to ever forget this until I die. It had to be like 6, 7, something like that in the morning. Crazy. I woke up. And it's because I heard Busta Rhymes coming through the radio and I thought it was a new song. But the nigga crying. He's crying real tears. He's crying. And I'm like, why is he crying? And then all I hear is him say, yo, they killed Big. They killed Big. That shit devastated me. My favorite rapper telling me that my new favorite rapper is dead and he's crying. And Angie Martinez, the whole voice of New York, is crying. The whole New York City, everybody in the tri-state area is crying real tears. And I'm young and impressionable as fuck. That shit fucked me up. That shit fucked me up. And because I came to know that Tupac was low-key complacent in that shit, he low-key helped perpetuate a situation that he know wasn't what the media and everybody was saying it was, but he continued to perpetuate it. I hated that nigga since. So when you see me saying fuck Tupac and I be calling out everything negative about him, it's because of that. Now, I told y'all that whole story to say, regardless of how I feel about Tupac and the quality of his music, Shock G discovering someone who a lot of people will call a legend, he deserves his just due. I could name several of my friends and family members that are honestly low-key still mourning over Kobe Bryant. There's a lot of people that haven't gotten over Kobe Bryant. We lost Cicely Tyson Cicely Tyson, we losing our matriarchs and our anchors to our culture. And as a blogger, I can honestly tell you, niggas is desensitized as fuck. They letting that shit just fly right over their head like that shit's not even happening, bro. Do you realize we lost three legends in less than 2 weeks? Some of y'all motherfuckers haven't even gotten a whole paycheck in between the amount of time that we losing people that's so important to our culture. This is one of the other reasons why I haven't been blogging, why I haven't been like I normally am. Normally, I'm posting, I'm talking to y'all, I'm engaging with y'all, but I just been on some other shit lately. I've been doing my photo shoots. I ain't been talking about it because y'all gonna see the pictures when they produce. It was ghetto as fuck because that's a long story, but it was a ghetto ass photo shoot, but we got a lot of good footage, so y'all gonna see that when it's ready to see. I went back to a regular job because you're supposed to have seven streams of income, and with me working from home and doing the whole podcasting thing, I was barely maintaining one, so now I got 3. And I've just been busy between having to try to do YouTube video and clothing and everything. I've been busy. Cop the Crazy Cub, Champion, NothingMerch.com. Anyway, I've been busy. So I ain't been blogging. I haven't been doing what I do because I've been trying to monetize my dreams and get to it in another way. But also I haven't been blogging because I'm sick of saying R.I.P., bro. Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, Kobe Bryant, Cicely Tyson. Now I'm saying rest in peace to fucking Shock G. Motherfuckers is dying that ain't never died before, in the words of Brown. And I'm getting tired of that shit. And I'm starting to feel, this is when we're going to get into DJ exclusive conspiracy theories. If I have my bombs, I'll drop a bomb for y'all for the one time. Matter of fact, because I feel as though I'm about to go in, I'm really about to give y'all niggas some bombs. Like, on God. I'm about to go in, so I'm going to have to give y'all some bombs and some blowhorns, because I'm about to go in. If you're on this live, share this live, because I got some shit to say. Drop the bombs.
Hey, what it is, Connecticut? This your boy Drop, and I'm chilling with Connecticut's finest female, DJ Exclusive. Baby, you so exclusive.
You know, I had to drop a couple of bombs and put a blowhorn on it just in case I put this on YouTube, just in case I feel like this got to be a part of the Nothing Podcast brand, because literally I am in my motherfucking feelings. I was like, legit, you can go on my page right now. You can go on my page. You can see I was live. I was making beats, playing with samples, discovering shit, because I'm going to put out this EP, New Jersey Vibes, and I was really just got off work, in my zone, in a good mood, creating. And I've already had this on my mind. Only because I've been into conspiracy theories and I've been into that type of shit for a minute. For a minute, I have been talking about symbolism. For a minute, I have been talking about the underlying shit that they do. Example. Shout out to Tiani Spears. I used to call him a king, but he prefers to be called a queen. Tiani Spears updated us on what's going on with, what's her name? I was about to call her Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. Right? Now, niggas might laugh. They might think it's funny. Niggas might laugh. They might think it's funny that I said that Megan is being programmed. Yo, that's funny. Shout out to Frank. You said that you made it to story time, but you left story time. You're not here for story time. I don't understand. Let me pause story time real quick and jump on my Facebook and clown Frank. Because Frank talking about he here for story time, but he ain't here for story time. Now, anyway, like I was saying, yo, y'all dropped off the live. Y'all was on here, but now y'all dropped off. But I'm going to keep on going because I'm invested and I didn't get to my point. So y'all could watch it later. Y'all could sneak watch, whatever. But I do this because I'm trying to build engagement with y'all. I don't provide all of this content all day and talk to y'all and do this all day if we can't be friends, if we can't build engagement. That's the whole point of Everything Lit. The point of Everything Lit is for people to meet new people, establish relationships, network, and cross-market brands. I don't allow self-promotion because 9 times out of 10 when you allow self-promotion, niggas turn your platform into exploitation for their own causes. And they don't support you. But enough of that. I'm in a place where I feel like if you believe in the Illuminati and what many people consider and call a conspiracy theory, if you believe in that, you would have to consider what's happening right now with our legends and what's going on in the industry. If you understand conspiracy theories and anything like that, you would have to be looking at what's going on in the industry and wonder what's happening. What up, Frank? Thanks for coming back. I was going to continue to talk to myself anyway because I got to get this shit off because it's bothering me. And I learned this in therapy. When shit's bothering me, I got to get it off. So I'm going to still get it off. But thank you for coming back because talking to yourself is weird. But if you leave, you leave. It's all good. But like I said, if you're my friend on Facebook, you can go to my page. This morning, my first post of the day, I was talking about why you're not going to hear DJ Exclusive's opinion. You are not going to hear DJ Exclusive's opinion at all. Not on the Nothing Podcast, not on my page, and damn sure not here. You're not going to hear my opinion about this girl that got shot by the cops that was wielding a knife. And if you really pay me attention, you ain't hear my opinion on George Floyd. Why? Because I believe certain things that y'all be on Facebook all day arguing about be orchestrated chaos. I be believing incidents like George Floyd, this girl, it's all orchestrated chaos. And unless you are on my same wave pattern, and unless you think the way that I think, I can't fucking make you understand this logic. All I can say to you is this. The powers that be bank on you being stupid. They bank on you having a low attention span. They bank on you not paying attention to detail. They bank on you taking whatever they say for face value and running with it. And most importantly, they bank on you arguing with your friends and counterparts that have a different opinion, right? So, we could lose DMX and they could tell us that he overdosed, but there ain't no evidence of that. Right? We could lose Shock G and they say the cause of his death is unknown. And we're just going to say rest in peace. We're going to play his music and all of that. But we're not even going to consider the fact that he was found dead. They say there was no foul play, but they don't know why he died. We can accept that Black Rob's kidneys failed, right? Dig this. The last time I heard of Black Rob, seen Black Rob, said anything about Black Rob was back in 2019. If you listen to the Nothing Podcast, me and Doughboy, we sat here and we watched a Gully TV interview where Black Rob was clearly high out of his mind, and you can tell that he was doing bad. We didn't say the nicest things about Black Rob. I'm going to keep it a full bean. In case that footage ever surfaces, we did not say the nicest things about him, but one of the things we did say was, that's a shame. He shouldn't be that way. For some reason, now I'm not saying nothing bad about Mark Curry because I fuck with Mark Curry. If you never read his book, Dances with the Devil, about being with Bad Boy and all of that, get that. That's vital material. But I think it's very, very strange. We don't really hear from Mark Curry in a while. Damn sure ain't heard from Black Rob in a while. But suddenly, Mark Curry is filming Black Rob tell us how he feel about DMX. And DMX being sick and DMX passing. Why the fuck is that something that you want to film him talking about when he clearly laying there in pain? See, all y'all looked at that video and was like, oh, this is fucked up. Like, damn, Black Rob doing bad. Fuck. I looked at that video like, why is this video even exist? Why am I looking at this? Frank on this live. I actually fuck with Frank. I fuck with Frank the long way. If he lived closer to me, me and him would hang out. And I would handle him like he was a family member, right? If Frank was on his deathbed, I'm not filming him, asking him how he feel about somebody else who's on their deathbed. What the fuck? But assuming that everybody doesn't share my logic, I'm just going to say, okay, that was very sad. Black Rob, you know. And then they set up this GoFundMe, which I don't understand why he needed that. Even with the robbery from Puff, he should be seeing at a bare minimum 2 racks a month. Now, if he's hospitalized, he can't smoke that up. You can't do nothing with that. And if you're homeless, you certainly qualify for Husky. I don't know what they call it where he's from, but where I live in Connecticut, and I know this because somebody put me on and I got it. So I'm good. And they have all different levels of it. If you don't have no job, if you're homeless, you could basically get free medical insurance. So for everybody like, oh, he could have took care of that himself, I am pretty sure he had free medical insurance at the bare minimum. He didn't have that fly shit, he had the free shit. That's why you see him looking like you seen him looking. And that's just a legend that they took, and people can ignore it because it's Black Rob. He made Whoa. He had one good album that niggas fuck with, but for the most part, Black Rob in nobody's top 10, top 15. He might pop up like somewhere around your top 50 or whatever. So when they took him from us, it was easy to let that go. Alright. But the Shock G shit, the reason why that's in my it got me in my feelings, because that shit is random as fuck. And I don't think that anything was wrong with him. I really think there is an agenda to get rid of any matriarch or anchor that can remind young people of what shit is supposed to be. They are so... I gotta choose my words because you don't want to sound dumb. They are so interested in pushing an agenda of drug abuse, alcoholism, sexism, materialism, and every ism that you can think, that if there is any life of anything that's intellectual or just pure hip-hop, which is what I consider Shock G. Shock G is the epitome and personification of hip-hop. Why? Because he wasn't afraid to be him in an era where everybody had to be a gangster. That's important. He liked wearing his fake nose and dressing up weird. That's even one of his lyrics. Yeah, I look funny. He was into that. He was into that split personality and being two different people in the 90s before that was a thing. Y'all think Nicki Minaj started that, but that shit, Shock G low-key was one of the originators of that. Shock G, Humpty Hump, same person, two different personas. I don't know. I don't claim to know. But it's just really fucked up and it's bothering me and it's disabling me from creating, from writing, from doing what I do because I think something's going on in the world. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel. I'm about to get up out of here. I had to say what I had to say because I had to get that shit off my chest. That shit was like bothering me. Like I really feel like there is a controlled agenda to not only make us fight amongst ourselves, which is what they doing with shit with the fucking girl with the fucking knife. Y'all sitting here arguing back and forth with each other for what? Like for what? The bitch had a knife. The cop shot her. Like why are y'all even arguing about that? Cops shoot us when we're unarmed with our hands up. What the fuck do you think would happen when someone has a knife and they're attacking someone else? Like when you start applying your common sense to this shit and then start thinking to yourself, okay, thousands of people die every day, B, but why do I only get to hear about this? I was watching CNN while I was working today and these motherfuckers said 2 black people died from white police officers this past weekend. One in North Carolina, and then they talked about the girl. Don't that sound like race bait? Don't that sound like I was supposed to get mad by hearing 2 black people got killed by 2 white police officers? Like they literally say shit to you to make you get mad. Then y'all get on Facebook and then y'all say, if y'all thought that cop was justified in shooting or unfriend me, you can go fuck yourself. You literally ostracizing people that literally care for you and fuck with you over a situation and an incident that you got bits and pieces of, and more than likely is a organized piece of the agenda. Either it is an orchestrated event or it is an event that they are using to their advantage and you are allowing it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to argue with anybody. You can tell me the bitch deserved it. You can tell me the cop was right. You could say whatever you want about any one of these race baiting ass debates, and I'm going to tell you the same fucking shit. Tell you the same shit. It is race bait dividing because the powers that be are looking at it like, yo, pandemics ain't killing these niggas. Black on black crime ain't killing these niggas. We killing as many of them as we can, but we can't kill all of them. So we gotta kill the mind. And that's what they do. Y'all don't like songs longer than 2.5 minutes. Y'all don't like reading Facebook posts longer than 140 characters. Y'all don't like doing anything that requires any type of thinking, thought, or anything. Somebody on my timeline said today that they're going to be sober all summer because the world too fucked up to be drunk. And I felt that. That's why I'd be in the house. But y'all don't understand. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me.